So, so in addition, well, as I told you, I got rid of my student loans. I did it for myself first through the old third-party debt collector letter, which was a long letter, had a lot of legalese in it, and it worked. It was effective. But then after a while, it was kind of tough for people to get it done. It was taking longer. All right, so let's go into the strategies. First, we need to know who is a debt collector. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, a debt collector generally is a person or a company that regularly collects debts owed to others, usually when those debts are past due. So, most student loans, I would say about 99% of them are never collected by the person who you took the loan out with at the school. If you can even remember because when you're in school, you just sign the paperwork. You don't know who the bank was. You don't remember that. All you know, you needed to get that money in so you can start your classes. How many people remember the actual bank that they signed the loan with? Anybody?
I do not.
You do not know who it is. You just remember
I have no idea.
Right.
No.
You don't even know who did this. But you were signing your name away on this thing. Right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Because how they positioned this to you is you can't start classes until you fill this out. That was the highlight. And that's key to the new to this bill, this $6 billion bill that they're allowing to go through because of unfair debt loan practices. That is an unfair practice when you're going in front of a kid that's just coming out of high school to go into college, and you put the pressure. He wants to go to school, she wants to go to school, and all you keep saying is you can't stop classes until your financial aid is in. They don't give you clear-cut understanding of what you're doing with these contracts. They just tell you, you fill out all of the paperwork. Hey, this is what you qualify. Sign right here. Am I right or wrong?
You are right.
That's it. And if you want to start classes, that's unfair. You're not telling a person, well, you're going to be paying this loan off. You don't have to pay it while you're in school, but the interest is still accruing the whole time you're in school. So, and then when you go into forbearance and all of these other things, it's still accruing. So basically, you're saddled with a lifetime payment, pretty much, because after a while, that interest is just building up the whole time. But you're not thinking about that. It's party time in school. So, debt collectors include collection agencies or lawyers who collect debts as part of their business. So a lawyer is a debt. All right, peace. This is Akeem. I'm gonna go over this SS4 for your 98 number. Unfortunately, the meeting yesterday didn't record, but I'm gonna go over it really quick. Okay, number one is gonna be a grantor trust name. For instance, mine is Akeem Barber Family Trust. Remember, we're trying to stay cohesive with our other trusts because your treasury check is going to be issued into this name. Number two, blank. Number three, your name, trustee. 4A and 4B is a USA address. Care of USA address. That's where you want this document mailed. 5A and 5B, very important, must be an international address, foreign address. Must be, or you will not get a 98 number. Number 6 is blank. 7A, name of responsible party. Party would be you. They ask for the social. Do not give it. You don't have one. Let's go down. 8A blank, 8B blank, 8C blank, 9A. Check off trust. Type of entity, trust. 9B blank. Leave that blank. 10. Reason for applying. Created a trust. Irrevocable grantor trust. I would put that there. Some people put other foreign grantor trusts. Or you could put irrevocable foreign granted trust. You could say all of that. I recall one time when I called, they got confused when I said that. But you're looking for a 98 number. You will get it this way. 11, backdate to January 20. When they ask for the month started, you get backdated to January 20 if you're trying to do your 1099s this month. 12, closing month, December. 13 and 14, not applicable. 15, not applicable. 16, other, church ministry. Look at my video on YouTube about churches and religious organizations. Number 17, not applicable. I have something here that's just for me, something I'm working on. And after that, you're done. You sign it, date it. They will probably not ask for this information, but they will ask for your telephone number, ask for your name, date of birth, and stuff like that to try to skip trace and make some connections. So make sure you're using numbers, a telephone number not associated with anything you've used with your social or with a social. All right, with your old ID, anything. Do not do that, or they will match you up and try to give you a domestic number, or won't give it to you at all. Be mindful. New number, an address that's not associated with your old information. You can use your regular name because people have the same name. And where do you mail this at? Let me show you. How do you submit this? You can simply read the instructions on the SS4 informations. Let's share that. That's the instructions. And down here somewhere is where you will fax this thing in. I thought I had it highlighted, must have went away. Oh, let's make this a little bit bigger. All right, where's that fax number? I know it's on this right side somewhere. After you're done, move too fast, I guess. All right, blah blah blah. Okay, apply by fax. You're not going to be able to do that because it's an international. Okay, here it is. Apply by telephone. You can only apply by telephone with this. There's the information right there. All right. I would suggest you read all of this stuff before you submit this, and also write your stuff down and read from your paperwork when you call them. All right, there it is. Peace. Zoom. Now, some of y'all might get a pop-up to approve that you want to be recorded. Just click it. Okay, I think it is something like that. And new share. Authorities. It went away, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look it up. Like I always say. Let's see. Because they use that in their executive orders. They use that terminology, whereas this, and whereas is basically stating facts. All right, so let's share that. It is especially in legal preambles taken into consideration the fact that. So, these are the facts. At the top, I put Church of Infinite Abundance. I have a church set up. So if you don't have a church set up, you don't do this. You could
if you have a trust, you could do this. Or if you set up a church and then you do this, some type of connection. Because basically, please mute your mic too, please, whoever that is. Let me just mute everybody up. Somebody just text me. So if you have a trust, you can do this. What I'm doing is I'm contacting law enforcement on behalf of the church. The church is intervening for me in this matter. Okay? So I have a church set up. It's recorded down at the county level. I'm actually doing a webinar with the group members on Monday, showing them how to do that for the ones who wanted to update their trust. If you're with my premium group and you got the email I sent out last week, if you didn't, let me know. I'll send it back. Some people have already done their trust and they did it the regular way. So if you want to turn it into ecclesiastical trust, it was $100, and I'll help you get your church EIN and make all your trusts connect to that. But so I use the scripture John 18:36. My kingdom is not of this world. You want to make sure, remember, we're foreigners. We're alien to the United States. And you might be in the state of North Carolina or Georgia or whatever, you're still an alien to the United States, because the states right around 1868 going forward, Yolanda just came back. Let's see what's going on. Still don't have a mic. Make sure you connect the audio, Yolanda. She might be using an iPad or something. So, the state sold out through the 14th Amendment to the federal government, which we call, well, they sold out to the United States, or the Congress in the United States assembled, or something like that, to that effect. So you want to make sure you put something in there that makes sure you're not a part of their world. Then it says, if my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting that I might not be delivered over the Jews, but my kingdom is not from this world. All right. Then I put my name in its proper form as executor, and then I dated it. Then I put notice of religious protection and demand for injunctive relief for Barbara Akeem, aka Akeem Barber in Legas. Then I made certain, hang on, let me pause here for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So let's get this screen out of my way. So we just went over the whereas and what that meant. So it says, whereas Union County Sheriff and all other county sheriffs in the land called North Carolina have violated their constitutional oath of office. That's a fact, right? When they pull you over without warrants, questioning you, those are all violations of the Constitution. I don't care what their codes and statutes say, they have violated. They are conducting an investigation on you without what is required, a warrant to even talk to you or to question you, to ask for any type of identification. Those are all warrantless encounters with a law enforcement officer. If they can observe a crime, they have to bring that evidence before a judge and say, we have reason to believe that this person doing such and such and such at this certain time, this is their name, this is their description, and they must clearly state what the issues are. So things like speeding, they know they can never get that. So they do everything backwards. Get you to write you a ticket, command you to come to court. Those are all outside of their real authority, lawful authority, according to the Constitution. It's legal, but it's not lawful. because you have an officer telling you to come to court without the required clerk's authority to summon you to the court. See, you need witnesses to say such and such happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we need to bring this guy in. And it must particularly state you and describe everything about you, even the vehicle you drive. So that's all against their oath of office. Then it says, whereas the above mentioned counties have engaged in warrantless surveillance tactics and warrantless stops against Akeem Barber. You notice I put my name in proper form, but not Barbara Akeem, aka Akeem Barber and Legis. See, I'm letting them know I'm not that. That's not my name. Whereas Akeem of the family bar has become increasingly in a constant state of duress as a result of the above mentioned violations. Now, if you want to, right in here, you could add whatever you got going on, if any issues.
Peace, everybody. What's up? It's Thursday. The day we take questions if people have them. Y'all want to ask questions. Y'all been quiet lately. What you saw there was my injunctive relief webinar. And as I was looking at it, I saw some things I want to just do it a little differently. That one worked well, but I want to do some things differently. So, injunctive relief webinars at my website, akeeml.com. I'm just giving y'all samples of my work. As you know, this is not a game over here. I'm not playing. Yeah, I speak abundance. I speak wealth. I speak positive messages, but they're all mixed in to our religious freedoms, our constitutionally protected rights, inalienable rights. It's all mixed in. So, yeah, I just gave y'all a little sample of it that y'all see. I'm going to do that from time to time. You know, just take my videos and give y'all a little taste. Oh, how y'all doing out there? Y'all doing all right? Who's on? The usuals. Yazia Bay, LV Love, Peace, aka Jason, C. Kim Bay, Karen, and yeah, it's not many people on. So I'm not going to keep y'all on here very long. I want to remind everybody I do have a seminar coming up in this month, actually. 22nd and the 23rd. It's 2 days. Me and Al will be doing that, and we're going to be talking about trust, discharge, setting up unincorporated businesses, going in depth why you shouldn't be setting up 501c3s, and showing you how it's really not necessary to even do that. That reminds me, I need to write down some things. Because I got to start preparing this week. Before you know it, the 22nd and 23rd will be here. So, gotta get prepared. DJ JOJ, peace to you. So, some people, you know, let me frame it this way. When you are at a certain frequency and you're leveling, well, let me say you're going in a direction of elevating your consciousness, elevating your bank account, elevating everything about you. And if you're trying, you got people around you that you spoke to or speak to on a regular, and you don't necessarily preach at them all the time. You just be having regular conversation. You notice they're going to stop talking to you. And there's a reason why I'm talking about this now, because I know some of y'all deal with this. Well, why they stop talking to me? all of a sudden because they're not vibrating on your frequency anymore. Y'all not vibing anymore. Nothing negative or positive about it. You're just not vibing anymore. They just not feeling you anymore. See, and when that happens, be thankful. Be thankful. Don't be looking backwards. Y'all remember what happened? The story of Lot, and he had to flee that city. You know that's an allegory of your mindset, right? Changing your mind, getting rid of all negative things, all divisive and corrupt side thinking, and moving away from it and not looking back. See, that's kind of like what some people do. They start losing friends and they get upset. All my friends are gone. Well, they really your friends. Don't look back, because if you look back, guess what? It's going to cause you to stand still. It's going to cause you to, because you're too busy looking back. Look at all these people. They're not talking to me anymore. They're not calling me anymore. They may even be ignoring your call on purpose because something about you they don't want to deal with. It's okay. It's fine. When that happens, be thankful, because you have just crossed over to a whole other level. You notice this journey is a lonely walk, right? It's a solo walk. Let me put it like that. It's a solo walk. You can't take anybody. You can't save. You can't rescue people. And you sure can't make them listen to what you have to say. Why waste your time? It's a big waste of time for one reason, because you don't have the kind of luxury or the time to be dragging folks along to feel you to create generational wealth, to be able to have the freedom from those employers where you can go on the vacations you want to go on, live in the home you want to, drive the car you want, have be able to do for your family without worrying about how much money you're spending. You just crossed over. Be thankful. They may show up somewhere down the line. Oh, I remember when you had that little station and you was doing that little radio station or that little YouTube channel. It always amazes me when I see people and I talk to people that I haven't talked to in a while, and they always say, "You still doing that radio station?" And it just reminds me of, I need to cut this conversation short, because this person is clearly not interested in me or anything I'm doing. So why am I sitting here having this conversation? Hey, how you doing? Family doing good? Have a nice life. I'm out, because I need my mental capacity to continue to build wealth, to build peace, build love in my life. I need it. I need all that I got. And I don't have time to divvy it up to people who really don't care about what I'm doing or care to listen. Why that amazes me? You know, I got this going on, and I thought we were cool. You don't even support it. I try to support people's work. When they're working, they're doing something, I try to support it. Unfortunately, sometimes maybe my support overwhelms them, because then they stop doing whatever they're doing, and or they well, maybe it's not overwhelming. Maybe they're just going into hiding because they know I'm trying to support, and they know they're not doing everything they can to get it going. They're letting other things and their little excuses for why they can't finish the project. I'm gonna say this every week. I spoke to people over a year ago about businesses that they wanted to start, and it's still not started. And simply because they think they get defeat the excuses. They think the excuses are good. They're good excuses. You say you wanted this dream and set up, and you still not doing it. And if you're gonna be in a conversation with me and be in my space, and you allowing me to be in your space, and you want to continue to conversate with me, there's no way I'm going to be in your space and not mention, hey, what's going on with the business? Anything I can help, and try to offer some assistance in getting that going. See, I only want to be in the midst of people who are trying to build, be that millionaire, billionaire, whatever. I want to be in the bigger room, on the bigger tables, where people are doing the things that I want to do. Not being in a room where people are just talking about what they want to do. Y'all know how that goes. I'm sure y'all have been in groups like that where you've been around people talking about what they want to do, and they'll sit there and have meetings and talk all day, and nothing ever happens. They call them study groups. You're building. No, you need to be. It's good to build with people and who want to go in the same direction you want, but you need to be in front of the people that's doing it, near them. You got to be with where it's happening. The majority of my time is spent just reading, searching, and if I can't be in the same room with the person that I admire and want to get to where they are, I'm watching their videos. I'm listening to their audios. Because in some way, I want that energy to infect me. I can't get infected with prosperity if I'm in the midst of people who are not thinking prosperity, or people who are making excuses, or people who are worried about the wrong thing. And I'll make a suggestion too. On the journey that you're going, I suggest that you pick up a hobby along with your whatever aspiration you're trying to pick up. A hobby. If you want to play an instrument, something you wanted to do, add that to your daily routine. Add something like that. Know why? Because when you focus on something like playing an instrument or learning a new craft, it sharpens your mind. I know when I practice my instrument, my whole brain is rewired and gets more focused. And then once I finish practicing that, I can go and get a lot more work done. Because it was, I took maybe a week or two off, and I wasn't practicing my guitar. I was like, what's going on? And I picked it up this morning and started practicing it. Then I had my lessons today, and we had a great lesson. And I felt an energy come back that hadn't been there for a while, for about a month, maybe 2 months. I felt a consciousness come back, a level of focus come back. So I said, wow, that has to do with the fact that I'm playing an instrument, which I play the guitar. I'm vibrating different frequencies. I'm tuning. When you playing an instrument and it's properly tuned, when you play that instrument, it's actually tuning your brain. At the same time, you're tuning your brain, you're tuning your senses, you're tuning your very existence. That's why people like music, because it's a tune. It's tuning you. You become in time with it. That's why rap music and music, things like that, are very effective at bringing you down to a lower conscious level. They use music and entertainment.
You know, all your female rappers today, all of them that are popular, are ex-strippers. You think that's by coincidence? There are a lot of female rappers that are not ex-strippers that are 20, 30 times better than these ones that they're putting on a pedestal. That they quote unquote are the best rappers. They're not. They are trash compared to what's really out there in female rapping. Trash. I mean, I could take you back to the days of Queen Latifah. She was one of the baddest female rappers out when she was rapping. And she had a message in her rap. This stuff they rapping now, it's trash. And the brothers, let's get on that one. The rappers today are trash. And their messages are low vibrational, tuning your brain to low vibration to accept a lower form of existence, a lower form of consciousness. Yeah, MC Lyte, another bad. MC Lyte was one of the baddest of her time. Shoot, Little Kim was hot when she was, back in the day. But do y'all realize what they're doing to what these industries are doing to our people with the music, and most people just lay down and accept it? And like it's okay, and then we're like, why is our ladies acting this way today? They twerking all, doing all this stuff. They in tune with the frequency because of what they're watching and what they're listening to. The brothers, same thing. While all of this craziness going on, and they're doing what they do because they're in tune with that frequency. So when I tell you to pick up an instrument, or pick up some type of hobby that to tune your brain, to program and hardwire your brain for focus and consistency, because in order to be able to master an instrument, you have to be focused and you have to be consistent. Like songs I learned a couple of years ago, I don't remember them because I hadn't practiced them. I have to go back and relearn them. Why? Because I stopped practicing them. That's what I love about the guitar. You have to stay sharp. You got to keep going. My instructor's over 30 years in knowing the guitar, and he tells me today, I still am remembering and learning stuff that I was taught many years ago, that I'm really getting a grasp on it right now. Our whole existence is about fine-tuning and sharpening our consciousness so that you can get total control over what we call this physical existence. We're supposed to have the power to just snap our fingers and manifest stuff. That's what the Christ story was about, right? Speak it and make it happen. I know some people, you can't do no. See, when you say you can't do something, it ain't going to happen. You will never get any further than the ideas of your mind. In your mind, never. Even death, you have to be careful about that. Can these bodies last forever? Why don't they last forever? Maybe simply because we said they don't. And we believe that. We speak that. You see? So, now back to somebody said, India Arie just posted about female entertainers at the Essence Festival. What exactly did she say? There's a reason why they go after the woman. because the woman has to cradle, nurture, and birth every one that comes into this dimension. They have to come to her to her portal. She is the portal to this 3D dimension. She is the divine portal. Her womb is a portal into this dimension. Do y'all realize how powerful that is? And if I can get to that female and contaminate her consciousness, then everyone that comes through her will be contaminated. Ladies, y'all have a very important role. Your role is not to, I'm better than a man, I could do what a man. That's not your role. You know, and it's not our role to do what a woman does or do what we don't. It's not our role to birth children. We're the architecture. We're the architects. We draw out the plans, right? The man decides whether that is going to be a male or female. And I know this whole talk, well, I'm this and I'm that. See, and that's another distraction. All that stuff is just stuff to get you sidetracked and keep you focused on low vibrational ideas instead of focusing on self and improving self. You sitting there arguing with people with stupid arguments about male and female. That's not, we shouldn't even be talking about that. There's so much more going on that we need to work on. We need to be talking about self, elevating self. No, they want y'all focused on that nonsense. You see. Like I said, there's a reason why they go after the females. The woman is the very important part. One of the most important parts, or one of the most important roles to our existence. The energy of a woman, whatever her energy is, can change the atmosphere of a home. Yeah. It could calm it or enrage it. So, let me put the flyer up here so y'all can see it. See. Oh, the new one. Put the new one. Here it is. Atlanta, Georgia, July 22nd, 23rd, 9 to 5 each day. The investment is $297. Yes, it is an investment. Actually, so that's a hell of a deal based on what y'all about to get. And then I'm if you show up there, I always do special stuff at seminars. So show up. Contact the contact information is on this flyer. So call that number. Is there a number on here? I don't see it. It's a Zelle information. Maybe my banner is anyway. There it is. There's the number to call. Tell them you saw this on Hindsight Radio. Akeem told you to call them. They are the ones handling everything. All right. So there you go. Let's take that off. And let me see what this somebody commented. Said someone DJ JOJ said there's no love even already. Yeah, there's not. They're not talking love. They're talking about breakups and I'm gonna get you did me wrong stuff. Brian says NDRE critique Megan Thee Stallion Janelle Monáe performance at the Essence Festival. Oh, interesting. What else I got? Oh yeah, join Let me put the link. Join the Eliminate Student Loans Masterclass thing that I'm putting together. Get in there because that's where I'll be updating. And I'm probably going to do a 2 to 3 day webinar just talking about student loans. The dates are to be announced. I was supposed to do something back in June, but it didn't work out because people was building everything, was taking their time. But we're going to do this masterclass. We got to beat these student loans. They're trying to get y'all. They're about to send them letters out. Hey, you got to pay me. Strangers are about to mail y'all letters to ask y'all for money. So it's time to shut it down. I know a lot of y'all are dealing with that. So get on it. Don't wait till the letters come to get on it. This is the time to shut it down. Now it is. Not when they start begging y'all for money. Now hit them up. And especially, another thing, when they send you those letters and they're about to switch it to someone else, oh man, that's a prime time to get them. Which they always do. All right. All right. What else I got? Anybody got any questions? Let's see. Who's on the? Nobody's on the Telegram. Let me see. Oh, okay. Copy link. I didn't give you out a link to get on. Here it is. There's the link. You want to get on and ask me a question. And here's the crazy thing. I'm always getting questions in emails, or somebody will put something in the comment to have a question. Here's your time to ask questions right now. Also, I got that every other Sunday monthly subscription where you can come in an hour and a half and we just chop it up with your questions. Get all your doubts out of the way. I'll give it a couple of minutes for the Telegram, see if anybody's going to get on that. It's like 80 something members in there. Like and share the videos. Get the word out. Thank you, Maxim. Get the word out. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to tune in, Meg had a boot camp on stage for twerking on stage with assistance from that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. How about have a boot camp on stage showing people how to start a business and invest money? That's what they want to see our women's as, twerkers. And then we have agents like them who encourage that behavior and have no shame, have no dignity. That comes from not knowing who you really are. You're more than a twerker. That's what you want to go to your grave learning? I know how to twerk. And young girls are looking at that, and that's what they're trying to aspire to, being a twerker. Well, I'm gonna do twerking on OnlyFans. I make a lot of money on OnlyFans. Nothing to do with their brain and learning how to be intellectually and spiritually sound. Damn shame. But that's what they're offering us. That's the entertainment. That's why we have to take charge of our own entertainment. And we have to start very young. When the children are young, we have to start them off young. We let them get exposed to that. It's a wrap. All right, so nobody want to get on and ask me a question? I am going to get off. It's 9:00.
I did 3 shows already this week. If you got on late, I suggest you get on and watch the replay because I played some of my old webinar videos with I played the whole 98 number video showing you how to get your 98 number. So go back. And if anybody who needs help getting a 98 number, share the video. Just right there, I showed the whole short video on how to get a 98 number, a 98 trust number. Clear and exact. All right. I'm out. Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to all.